becoming homo amor, living erotically in every dimension of life. I am Kristina Tahel. Here I recapitulate pivotal sections of first principles in direct quotes from Dr. Marc Gafni or Barbara Marx Hubbard, woven together from the prior week's One Mountain, Many Paths broadcast. Last week, Krista Josepha and I explored how to liberate our lives in Eros, how to live in a field of Eros and intimacy, and how everything is fundamentally interconnected. The invitation was to animate reality and our lives with the new story of cosmoerotic humanism. We are in an evolutionary context. We live in a time between stories, a time between worlds, and we're facing catastrophic and existential risk. So why talk about Eros in the midst of all of this? Why is Eros important? As I quoted last week from Dr. Marc Gafni and Christina Kincaid's A Return to Eros, a desire to survive is just that, an interior desire that is built into the deepest fabric of reality, all the way up and all the way down. The drive to survive is an erotic interior. Existential risk can feel overwhelming. There's a gap between our ability to feel and our ability to heal the pain in the world. We cross that gap by realizing that we are not a separate self, but we are a unique expression of reality, and that our unique life actually participates in this larger field of evolution. In other words, our unique personal transformation actually participates in the larger transformation of all of reality. When we realize that, we can actually become sacred activists, homo amor, and we can consciously choose our actions, contribute to what we call outrageous acts of love, and consciously participate in the evolution of love. Knowing all of this, it becomes deeply interesting to ask the questions: how do we give that erotic, ecstatic yes to cosmos over and over again? We need a new narrative to hold the fullness of Eros. In the lineage of the Hebrew mystics, they actually say that sexuality is the seed of all wisdom, that sex models Eros, but doesn't exhaust it. If we stop using sexuality to cover up our emptiness and actually, as it were, bow down to sexuality and say, what can you teach me about life? Krista Josepha quoted from A Return to Eros. Built into the sexual is an enormous desire to give, particularly to give pleasure. In virtually all arenas of living, most of us are perpetually on the prowl for the best deal, or getting the most while giving the least, the win-lose metrics. The great exception is the sexual, because in sex, being a great lover is taken to mean that you give your partner an unbelievable, unforgettable experience. Yet, we need to expand this desire to give, to apply to so much more than just sex. The erotic of giving must engage every facet of existence. So that is the invitation, together and in our lives, becoming the erotic mystic in every moment, through all of our interactions, paying attention to this intimate universe, this universe that is just so mysterious and so full of Eros and outrageous love and outrageous pain. So we regenerate, we evolve, and we reanimate our world with intimacy and Eros.